Hello everybody, it's Diana, and today I'm going to do a makeup take about limited edition products, and this was made by Angela Nyquist, or Nyquist. Not really sure. I'm really sorry, Angela. I really love your channel. Please don't hate me. If you like this eye look, there is a video on it. Should be up already or coming soon. Promise, promise. And this lip, very exciting. Like duochrome. I love it. I'm going to try this lip again. Alright, so I might look down at my phone a couple times to be able to do this. There's 10 questions. I try to get through it fast. As you know, I do not edit my videos because I like them raw. Look at that. That's nasty. See? Do you get that? Do you get that on an edited video? No. You get edited that. You don't get that for real. Alright, I'm gross. Let's continue. So the first question is, what is the limited edition product you're most happy you got your hands on? Oh man. I have too many to count. But I would say I have two that I would be really sad if I had not gotten. One is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. They're both palettes. I think it's beautiful. It's all shimmers. At first I didn't like that the mirror was in the middle, and this is really bulky and annoying, but when you're doing your makeup, it's actually so nice. So this I absolutely love. I pair it with tons of looks. I love glitter. I don't always do a glittery look, like today is not one, but this one was one of my happiest purchases. My second one would be my Kat Von D Saint Sinner palette. It's beautiful. It opens lovely. There's two mirrors. I find that when you're doing your makeup, these mirrors become useless. It is so hard to like stare and you're like, it's not happening. It is not happening. But the colors are super beautiful. I can get tons of different looks out of these. And all of everything that I have, if I can't do a complete look with the one palette, I have other palettes. I have a couple loose eyeshadows. You can create a look. It doesn't have to be in one palette. Most of the time you're not like on the road traveling, which everyone talks about. They're like, oh, it's so big and so bulky. Both of these. Yes, they are big. They are bulky. They are beautiful. Just like me, big, bulky, and beautiful. So I would say, yeah, this palette is totally worth it. So is this palette. If you can get your hands on it, do it. You don't have to have everything in one palette. And that's why I love these. To me, I can do an all glitter look. I can do a look neutral, fun with this. Either way, combo of neutral and fun, and add some glitter. Woo! So that's the ones I'm most excited I got my hands on. The second one is, what is your least favorite limited edition product you picked up, and the thing you could have been without? Alright, so I am literally staring at all of my limited edition stuff. Mostly it's palettes and some lip stuff. Really that's all it is. So I would say probably the thing I could have done without would be from the Wet n Wild Mermaid collection. It's a metallic liquid eyeshadow in the shade Lara's Necklace. Now this is beautiful. It is like green. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll try to swatch it. It's like green, and I love greens. Like green is my it. It is my shit. And I had never used a liquid eyeshadow before. God, I'm awful at this. But it's kind of duochrome, like dark emerald green. Alright, yeah. There you go. I'm really horrible at this. You know, even if it dries down with my hooded eyes, it just doesn't work. Like, it creases. Color comes off completely in the middle, kind of like on the line here. I can't wear this all day. I want to see if I can use it as a lipstick. I haven't tried that yet. Whether it's a lipstick or not, I'm still going to do it. So, this, because I only used it once and kind of hated it, is kind of a bummer for me. So that would be my biggest regret. What brand do you think does limited edition best? I think Kat Von D does limited edition best. I think she makes stuff that's quality, that people really want. And she does actually only keep it up for like a limited time, which most brands don't. If I had to pick a second, I'd say probably Urban Decay. I think that they have a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun collabs. And, you know, I definitely think that their stuff is worth it. Even if it's really weird, like the Kristen Leanne palette, which I do have. I got it on like the half off, and then I had like points, so it was like less than 20 bucks, which I think is a great deal. But if you're not into like super fun colors or shimmers, or you don't want to like use an extra palette when you're making looks, it may not be for you. But I did like it. Let's see. Flip things over. What brand do you think does limited edition the worst? Man. Okay. I'm going to say probably Tarte. Tarte does limited edition the worst. One, because all their palettes, limited edition, are not basically look the same. To make an example of this, I'm going to show you one my sister gave me. It's the Double Duty Beauty in Sultry Star Power Eye and Cheek Palette. It's really cute. It's purple. It says, may the starlight be your spotlight. Cool. You're like, wow, maybe there's purples. Maybe there's silvers. All right, I did take the blush out because I depotted it because having it in here, I never used it because I kept forgetting there was a blush in here. So the blush is gone because it's in a Z palette. But it's literally the most basic, boring, brown, taupey eyeshadows ever. Yes, you can do a regular, everyday, smoky look. It's great for that if you love those looks. I've used it a couple times. It's fine. It does the trick. But stuff like this, like to me, like their mermaid palette, I don't know, they've got a bunch of stuff and it's like they'll maybe be like one pop of color, or the blush is cool, or the highlighter's cool, but it's nothing special and I really could care less. I mean, I'm fine having that palette. If I had ever seen it in a store, I never would have bought it, but it was given to me. Let's see. Number 5, name one thing or more you wish wasn't limited edition. Let's see. I think just so other people could get it, I think like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, for me, I wish that wasn't limited edition. I have it, but I think a lot of people could get a lot of use out of this. Like, take out Throne and Osiris, these 2 shimmer shades, and there you go. That's the Soft Glam palette. Okay? Like, literally. So if you want soft glam and you already have this, you're good. Basically. I think that's a really good eyeshadow. Plus, I had those couple fun colors that everyone, especially, you see, like the Mermaid palette or the new Urban Decay Beachy Waves palette or whatever. It has like a pop of blue. Like, there's your pop of blue. I have a pop of blue in like 8 palettes. Here's a limited edition palette. I think I'm happy I have it, but I think other people should have gotten their hands on is the Smashbox Cover Shop Bold Eye palette. Look at those fucking colors. It's a teeny tiny palette, but look at those fucking colors. There's a beautiful blue duochrome, a duochrome like pinky, whitey, goldy shift, and then all these rainbow colors. This was the first rainbow palette I bought because I really want to try it. Now, it really packs a punch. There's like a ton of pigment in there. So if you were like a new starter out and you're not really sure how bold you want your eyes, I probably wouldn't have gotten this, and I don't think you can buy it anymore. Very cool packaging. Woo! But I think for other people that would be a really good palette to have. Otherwise, let's see. A lot of like Kat Von D, like the Pastel Goth, I wish I could have gotten my hands on. The Chrissy Teigen and Becca palette, I was really not interested at all in it. And then lately I've seen a few people do videos on it, and now I want it. Why? I don't know why I want it. I don't need it, but I would get my hands on that. So one thing that got away that you missed and will never forever regret not getting. Well, I can't really include Pastel Goth or even Mi Vida Loca because I wasn't really into makeup when either one of those came out. So I can't be like, oh, I missed it. Well, I never had a chance at it because I wasn't interested at the time. I'd say maybe the Chrissy Teigen collab because that came out like in the last year and then it went away and I wasn't interested in it then, but I am now. And I think because there wasn't a lot of hype around it. Let's see. Oh, the other thing, the Patrick Starr powder on his first collab with MAC, that loose setting powder. I wasn't into setting powders at the time. Now I'm kind of slowly getting into them, so I wish I had that. And I actually looked on MAC's website and Ulta like 2 days ago and was like, I wonder if it's still there. It's not. So if you haven't, you don't want it, you can send it to me. Let's see. Number 6, okay, no, we just did that one. Number 7, what thing that was limited edition but was made permanent later on made the most sense versus the least sense to you? I would say probably the one that makes the most sense is the collab. Oh, see, and I used her name in a video earlier, and now I've lost my mind. Becca and Jaclyn Hill. They did the Prosecco Pop, and I think the Champagne Pop collab. Probably most notably Champagne Pop, and then it became non-limited edition. I think it's just a really pretty highlighter. I've never had it. I think a lot of people really, really like it. Oh no. I'll check my palette later. But I think that one made a lot of sense. And the least sense to me, man, I don't really know. Whew, okay, I don't know, because I don't know a whole lot of limited edition ones, so yeah. And that made permanent, I don't know. What thing that is permanent do you think would have been better off limited edition? Okay, I'm going to say the Nikki Tutorials Ofra thing, and maybe that can answer the last question too, the part that was like, oh, it's permanent. And I say that because it still says limited edition, but I've heard that it's been up there forever, and it's not going away. So you can still buy it. It's no big deal. And I think it was really, really pretty, but it's like the hype is gone. And I don't think people are out there like crazy about it. And I think you do have to buy it now, like in the whole set. So yeah, I think that could have been off limited edition. Tarte palettes, a lot of Too Faced. I own like 1 or 2 Too Faced lipsticks, but otherwise I do think like Too Faced limited edition palettes, a lot of that is garbage. The one that looked the most interesting to me was the Clover palette, but I didn't like that I couldn't get it or look at it in any stores. And I'm a weirdo who doesn't like to buy stuff off the internet unless I know it's something I like or really, really would like. Like I've tried it before, or something I just couldn't get my hands on that I've been dying for. So yeah, no. What is the best collab limited edition thing released so far for me? So for me, and that was a really, really easy one, and I love her very much, and watching her videos would be Soph X. Soph does nails. She's British. She's awesome. And it's her Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. Very affordable, like 12 bucks. It's like the first highlighter palette I've ever had, and I waited so long. Like every time, like I saw her do this collab with Makeup Revolution. It's also like Tam Beauty, I think, owns it, and it's overseas. And you could get it overseas for like a year or something, like so long ago. And I'd go into Ulta and be like, you carry Makeup Revolution, do you have the Soph X palettes? Do you have the Soph X palettes? And they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then finally they came out, and when I got the fucking pamphlet that said the Soph X stuff is out, and I was like, yes, fucking Soph X, I can buy this shit in store, I can see it, I can swatch it, I can buy it, I'm so pumped, I'm gonna buy it, I love her. Like, yeah. Unfortunately, my store didn't have it. So this is one thing I did buy online, but I finally could through Ulta. And then literally after I got it, like the next week, it was in stores, but I wanted it right now. Then I also got her big palette, her eyeshadow palette. This thing is freaking huge. It's like bigger than my face. It's huge. It's a huge mirror. The colors are awesome. So if you love neutrals, this is awesome. If you love pops of color, this is awesome. I mean, this thing, it like really packs a punch. Like even like the neutrals. Like so freaking beautiful. And I saw her do like eye looks, and I was like amazed. I'm like, I don't even care. I'm not a big like neutral palette fan, and this thing just blew my fucking mind. Horrible. Look at how like retarded I am. Sorry, I shouldn't use that word. I shouldn't use that word. I used it. Look at how challenged I am. Alright, so this would definitely be the collaboration I was the most excited about so much. And I'm so happy I got my hands on that. Pretty sure you can still get it. But it took forever in wanting it. And it finally got here. Because I probably could have ordered it from Tam Beauty overseas. In fact, I could have. Still good? No, awful. Don't even care. Don't even care. But yeah. What limited edition or collab limited edition item would you like to see released? I would like to see Angela Nyquist get one. Hands down. Or LS. Or, let's see. God. Black Friday. Or Biohazardous Beauty. Toxic Tears. I want to see a goth collab. Holy shit, that would be awesome. Kat Von D. Collab with some goth bitches. Can you do that for me? Okay. The other people, because I know they would have like really fun pops of color stuff. I love a lot of YouTubers, but I love really fun eye looks. I like pops of color. I like super dramatic. I do some neutral stuff. It's just really hard for me, and I'm like, it's so bored. But yeah, those people for sure. So yeah, that was the limited edition tag by Angela Nickfist. I hope you like my answers. I wonder if you'll watch this. Sorry, I'm really new at recording.